Hello and a very warm welcome. Round 9 of the Formula 1 season. It is Silverstone, the best Grand Prix of the year, and 500,000 through the gates. Silverstone, built on a disused airfield and steeped in F1 history, a classic circuit where you can wheel-to-wheel race. I'm looking forward to Silverstone. Silverstone usually produces a classic. I hope it's going to be the same. 52 laps around the Silverstone circuit. Such iconic corners. I mean, literally, you can go wheel to wheel around the whole lap near enough. Abbey, Farm Curve, Village, Wellington Straight, Brooklands, Luffield, down the old pitch straight, Copse, Maggots, Beckett's, Chapel, Stowe, Club and Vale. Just iconic corners. Best Grand Prix of the year. With the track, I think Spa's a better track than Silverstone. That might divide opinion. I think Spa just edges it for me. But yeah, I think it's the best Grand Prix of the year. Obviously, being British, we're probably a bit biased on that one. Over 500,000 is going to be through the gates. Silverstone's lost a bit of its tradition, if you ask me. The event has become too expensive, and it's like cattle. It's overpopulated. It's like, let's squeeze as many people in as we can. Luffield to Stowe is probably one of the best sequence of corners on the calendar. You come out of, you've got Brooklands, Luffield. Then you come out, you run a bit wide. Sometimes we see Max on the gravel. Down the old pitch straight, into Copse. I stood there in 2012. One of the best experiences ever. And then you got Maggots, Beckett's, Chapel, down the Hanger Straight. It's going to be interesting. So let's run down my little pointers. Number 1, the track produces great racing, wheel-to-wheel action, and usually produces a classic. Like I say, you can run side by side throughout pretty much the whole lap. Sector 1, you've got the switchback opportunity, the dive up the inside, in the village complex. Get a good run out of there, overtaking opportunity down into Brooklands. We've seen many good battles. Who remembers Alonso and Vettel? Literally ding dong. Was it 2014? Unbelievable. 2 on my list, and this is a bit of a worry. Max, at the Austria weekend, was asked about Silverstone, and he said battery issues. Max has been on the simulator and said the battery was always flat due to the power needed. Silverstone, obviously, most of the track is on full throttle, lots of flat out straights. I'm not at all impressed with that. I hope we're not going to have battery issues ruin such a classic track. It is a world-class track. 3rd on the list, it is a sprint weekend. So 500,000 over the weekend through the gates. They will incur a sprint weekend. Silverstone's probably a good venue to have a sprint because you can race. The racing is usually good here. So I think that one does make sense. 4th on my list, the British hopefuls. Are we going to see Lewis win a 10th British Grand Prix? You cannot beat 2008 Silverstone, where he dismantled the field, demolished the field by over a minute. Is George going to win his first Silverstone Grand Prix? Can Lando back it up with another victory? I don't think that's going to happen. And Ollie Behrman will be hoping for points at home. But yeah, George, he got the win at Austria. Can he back it up with a home win? That would really kick on, and we'd have some momentum there. I think I've got my T-shirt on inside out. Well, that's a fail. 5th on my list, Hulkenberg anniversary. This man literally made me cry last season when he stood on the podium. I was full of emotion and tears flooded out my eyes. But he's not scored any points this season. Hulkenberg, one of his favourite tracks, he has to score points this weekend. There's no if, buts, maybes. It's simply not good enough for Nico Hulkenberg not to have scored points yet. It's going to be ironic that he probably will score points at Silverstone. 6 on my list, Charles Leclerc. You need to step up and find your bollocks. Because you have been dog shit lately. You crash at Monaco, you crash at Spain, you go from 2nd to 8th at Austria, and you look dog shit at the minute. You look overrated. Even earlier in the season, you had a couple of issues at Miami and that. Yeah, you need to find your bollocks, Charlie, and fast. And obviously, his teammate, Silverstone record, is going to be a tough one for Charlie. 7th, Aston Martin. Wow. Worst day ever. Probably should quit Formula One. And their factories round the corner that they've spent billions on. Unbelievable how shit this outfit is. Almost lapped by the whole field. Aston Martin, ladies and gentlemen. And that brings me nicely into number 8, that Williams are a fucking joke as well. Yeah, Carlos Sainz, I mean, he can't wait to leave. Alex Albon's miserable as fuck. Yeah. Brings me into 9 as well. Cadillac need to sort out their reliability. I mean, Valtteri Bottas, 3 DNFs in a row. I mean, they're a brand new team. You would expect this, but it's getting a bit of a joke now, to be honest. 10th on my list, Ocon. He needs a huge result. Obviously, his teammate's British, Ollie Behrman. He's going to be motivated. Ocon needs a huge result to just silence these rumours. And last but not least, the weather. Are we going to see... There's not a weekend where you can go to Silverstone and at some point it doesn't rain. So at some point we're going to see some rain. It always rains at Silverstone. Yeah, I think it's lost a bit of its heritage though, Silverstone, as well as the attendance is. But in reality, it's like flooding in cattle, isn't it? It's a bit like your airports. Get as many fuckers as you can in on the plane when it's not really safe to do so. But yeah, money comes first, doesn't it? So as usual, qualifying reaction, race reaction, driver ratings, and please, someone in the comments, maybe put a tutorial in so I can put my t-shirt on the right way round. Adios.